So here's a little interesting update. This negative keyword shit is for real. My team just did a dive into it, and guess what's on there? Under the negative keyword fucking column. Dog training. Dogs. Dog training tips. Elite dog training. And that was mixed in with another 845 bullshit fucking words of shit you couldn't even imagine, like dumb shit like Amtrak, fucking cars. Like the stupidest fucking keywords are in there. This shit is real. If you're doing this yourself, you know how to get into it. If you're paying people, make this a fucking priority that they get into those fucking negative keywords and unfuck your Google problems.
Justin Rigney posts a lot of bullshit on his Facebook page, but usually it's hilarious. Like this picture of this guy. I thought it was his stepson holding the stepson's baby, and I zoom in, and it's actually Rigney's face on the baby. Every day it's something different with this guy, and it cracks me the hell up. Back when I had my Google Ads agency, the average dog training business spent about $50 per day on their Google Ads campaign. It's an important number. Remember it. Now, that doesn't include the management fee, which may be anywhere from $500 to $1,500 per month, depending on the client and the agency, etc. But let's just take the ad spend budget, $50 per day. Now, back 6, 7, 8 years ago, when I had my agency, the money keywords, the big keywords that really move the needle, dog trainer near me, dog training near me, dog obedience training Knoxville, etc., were anywhere from $2 to $6 per click. And that was an average. Even back then, some expensive markets like Las Vegas, you might see $10 to $11 per click. That was back then. So now it wouldn't surprise me at all, with inflation and everything being more expensive, if the average cost per click for the money keywords was between $3 to $9. For the sake of argument, just to make numbers clean, let's say $5 per click on average, right? Is that fair? $5 per click, and you've got an ad spend budget of $50 per day. That means you can buy 10 clicks and 10 clicks only. And those 10 clicks better be good ones, and they better have the highest probability of converting into a lead as they possibly can. Now, the way that I would do it with Google Ads, the way that we used to do it was we would take the traffic from the ad and send it to a landing page that was like a one-page website, right? Which had the best chance of converting because we had already tested, we had A/B tested the copy, the words, and then we would use call tracking and form tracking to figure out which of the keywords didn't just get clicks, but which of the keywords actually converted into leads, right? So that's important tip. If you're hiring somebody, you want to make sure that they're doing that if you're running Google Ads. Second point to consider, there's a lot of bullshit. So if you're running an ad for something very broad and generic, it doesn't matter what the ad actually says. People will click on anything. And when you're spending $5 per click and you've only got 10 clicks per day, you want to make sure that you're not getting clicks from stuff that just doesn't convert. Let's run through some of these. So we've got a couple of negative keywords like dog training elite. Now, dog training elite or elite dog training, that's a competitor. You do not want to be running ads for your competitor's name. It's called unfair business practices. You'll end up getting sued for that. Your attorney general may actually come after you if the competing dog training business makes enough of a stink. And the other reason is that typically clients of that company will do a search because they can't remember the phone number or something, and they'll click on the ad thinking that they're getting through to the dog trainer that they've already hired. So now you've just paid an average of $5 to basically get somebody who says, hey, Joe, and say, no, I'm not Joe, I'm Adam. He's like, oh, I was trying to get a hold of Elite Dog Training. No, sorry, we're not Elite Dog Training. Boom, you've just pissed away one click, $5, right? So positive keywords, negative keywords. Positive ones are the ones that we want Google to show our ads for if somebody does a search. Negative keywords tell Google, don't show the ad for those keywords. So the fact that whoever was running Rigney's campaign put Elite Dog Training and Dog Training Elite on his negative keyword list makes perfect sense. It's smart. You don't want to be wasting your clicks on that kind of a keyword. Does that make sense? The next one, dog training tips. People who are looking for dog training tips are not high intent searchers. They're people looking for free advice or all kinds of different stuff, right? So again, I got 10 clicks. I'm not advertising on dog training tips. Tell Google, don't run my ad for that because I don't want you wasting my ad spend. What else? Dogs. Dogs is so friggin' generic. And not only that, even the term dog training, Google will take anything that's related to dog training and show your ad for that. So somebody that searches for dog training book, or dog training backpack, or dog training snack, or dog training cot, or dog training bed, or dog training crate, or any number of things, your ad's going to show. And I get it. You're saying, well, but Adam, my ad says, Knoxville Dog Training, or whatever the business name is, right? People don't really even read it. They just think that I searched this, the first ad came up, they click, you're $5 poorer. You've just wasted $5. So there's ways to basically tell Google to only show it for people who are searching for dog training. But the problem is you still get too much riffraff. So you need to get very specific keywords, positive keywords, like dog trainer near me, dog training near me, dog obedience near me, dog training classes near me, group dog training classes near me, private lesson dog training near me, that kind of stuff, right? Because those are high intent keywords. That means that they have a good probability that if somebody's doing that search and they click on your ad, that ad's going to turn into an actual lead that you can make money from. Stuff that's broad and generic, even with the limiters, the exact match search, it's still, with AI, the AI is trying to figure out what the person's actually searching for, and the AI sucks. It really, at this point, it doesn't do a good job of discovering intent. And so, again, I've only got 10 clicks today to get you 1, 2, maybe 3 leads. I gotta make it count. So I'm gonna put this other bullshit, this dogs, it's way too broad. People are searching for puppies or adoption or all kinds of other stuff. And Google, again, they're trying to figure out the intent, but they don't do a very good job. They'll take those broad keywords and they'll show your ad, and people will click on it and just burn through your ad spend budget, faster than you even know what's going on. So we would use the negative keywords. We would use broad terms initially in a limited fashion to build up all the negative keywords that we wanted to weed out, right? So in the end, we had a negative keyword list of over 10,000 negative keywords. And yeah, a lot of them were bullshit searches. That's the whole point of a negative keyword, is to keep your ads from showing for bullshit searches. So when Rigney says, he saw stuff like, airport or whatever, that was probably because somebody did a search for something like dog training airport or dog training at airport or something, and it triggered the ad, and whoever was running the campaign said, we don't ever want to waste money on that again, so we add that term to the negative keyword just in case. Now, we were running so many campaigns in so many different markets, we would run what's called a shared negative keyword list. So we'd link all of the clients' negative keyword list. Well, each client would actually have like 5 different negative keyword lists, right? So some of them were specific to the client city, and some of them were just generic to the dog training industry. So those generic ones, we would link it so that on day 1, we were already blocking out all of these bullshit terms that the client might otherwise be charged for, that would never result in a click, or would result in a click, but would never result in a lead and never result in a paying client. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have questions about this negative keyword stuff, I understand it's confusing, but the bottom line is that you want those high intent searchers, and you only want your ad to appear for those. So the way to prevent that from happening is only advertising the positive keywords that make sense for high intent searchers, and then blocking out all the rest that's way too generic or way too off target, just doesn't make sense. If you have questions about this, feel free to hit me up in the Dog Trainer Marketing Group on Facebook. You see a picture of this face sitting next to a Dutch Shepherd. That's how you know you got the right one. It's free to join. You'll be amongst over 5,000 professional dog training business owners swapping secret strategies, tactics, and tips on how to grow your dog training business. Talk to you soon, guys.